Good evening and welcome back to Chris and Ralph Halloween recommendations. We are 10 days into our festivities, and this film that we are going to be discussing tonight is the newest. It came out September 28th. You could find it on Amazon Prime, and that is Totally Killer.
You have 7.5 hours until you're stuck here forever. I need to stop all this horror before it happens.
Totally Killer is a Blumhouse production film. It is a sort of a Back to the Future meets murder mystery, but they're trying to stop the murders before they happen because it involves time traveling. It stars Kiernan Shipka as Jamie, Olivia Holt as Teen Pam, and who else is a star? Julia Bowen as Pam. So this film, it is very much a teen slasher esque movie. It's very similar to Babysitter. If you've seen Babysitter on Netflix, it gives off those same vibes. You have Jamie is the our main actress, our main character in this film. The premise of the story is that Halloween is 35 years since a town was terrorized by a serial killer. The serial killer took out three 16-year-old girls, and the fourth girl who was not taken is Jamie's mother, Pam. Things go sideways, and there are horrific events that take place early in this movie, and I'm not going to spoil them. But one thing leads to another with this killer who returns after 35 years, and Jamie ends up going back to 1987. Her goal is to try and prevent these murders from happening. So, a couple of things I want to focus on. One, the kills are pretty gruesome. It's none chop off the head, chop off the limbs type of thing. It's stabbings. Majority all these killings are stabbings, and they don't shy away from it. Usually, if you have a horror film that focuses with teenagers, a lot of the times they just show the stabbing motion cut, maybe show some blood cut, don't show it. This one they're showing full on knife inserting body multiple times. So the kills in this are graphic. Number 2, it takes place in 1987. So you are going to be getting a lot of needle drops. The soundtrack for this movie is pretty badass. And it's just totally 80s. That is basically what it is. And since this movie takes place during Halloween, you have that Halloween flavor on top. There's a costume party. There's people in masks. Whenever the killers, amongst others, no one bats an eye because everyone's wearing a mask. And there's just a lot going on. And the cast is actually hilarious. There's one character in particular that I really want to talk about. If I can find him on here, he's not on here. What the heck? Let me see. Let me go this way while I'm locating this actor. But the characters are they're freaking hilarious. Like genuinely, like make me laugh. Um, there's a character named Randy. He's a jock. He has some of the funniest dialogue. Me and my sister were LOLing out loud. We were laughing out loud, genuinely, because that's how funny he was to us. He was hilarious. The premise is that there are the three 16-year-old girls that were murdered in 1987. Our main character, Jamie, goes to that school to try to prevent them. She talks to them, she tries to persuade them, and as she's there, she is with her mother, Pam. So, like I said, you know how Marty McFly and his mother, the mother was trying to his I love Back to the Future, but it's still kind of weird that Marty McFly's mother was trying to get with him, even though yes, she didn't know who he was. Like they wrote that and they put that into the plot, and that was the main plot point, or at least the emotional driven part was Marty McFly's mother trying to hook up with him. It's still a classic. I love that movie. Yeah, but Jamie is working with her mom, and let's just say her mom's a stickler, but young Pam is a is kind of a bitch. She's mean. She's a mean girl. But I think it's funny because Jamie is like, "This is who my mom is," very much a Marty McFly type of thing. "This is who my mom is? She has the hots for me? Doc, she has the hots for me?" That type of thing. And I think this movie, it has great pacing. Me and my sister paused it a bunch of times because we made a list. Who could be the killer? Who's doing these murders? Ba ba ba. Is it the cop? Is it the friend? Is it the nerd? Is it the journalist? Is it the guy that works at the roller coaster amusement park? Is it this? We were just going through a bunch of people, and throughout the movie, you slowly start checking people off of your list of like, yeah, they didn't do it. They were at this location when the murder literally happened, or no, they're not that type of person, even though looks can be deceiving. And I think this movie just does a pretty decent job. It's not anything groundbreaking. It's very much, like I said, Back to the Future meets Halloween. Halloween, Michael Myers, you can never kill him. He's everywhere. You could be running a 40-yard dash at a 4.25, and Michael can be walking behind you. He's still going to catch up to you. Very similar to this. But I think the movie, it's just fun. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking. It's not going to be the best horror movie of the year. You're just looking for a fun time, very 80s, very a lot of 80s music, great kills, things like that. So I think this is a really good recommendation to watch with the cousins, or to watch with, your friends, whoever. If you want to have a party, drink some brewskis, and you want to talk about a murder mystery type of thing, I think this is a good recommendation. So, guys, that wraps up night 10. Totally killer. Like I mentioned earlier, it's on Amazon Prime. Go check it out. But, guys, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. We are night 10 out of 31 nights. Every night, we are going to be doing a recommendation. So, subscribe and check out our other videos and turn on the notifications for the future ones. And as always, guys, I'm Chris. I'll catch you next time. Bye.